it is imperative that parties have their own balances, maintaining transparency and avoiding the need for a central party to mediate transaction disputes. Today, I shall be presenting an idea that has the potential to revolutionize the way we conduct transactions and to promote the equitable exchange of goods and services in the digital age. The concept at the center of this presentation is micropayments powered by the blockchain, more specifically, Bitcoin. Each day we interact with digital platforms in numerous ways, consuming services, purchasing goods, and exchanging value. This exchange of value often involves micropayments, small, usually digital transactions. However, there are intrinsic challenges in the way these systems are currently built, and one of them pertains to user devices. When users make use of a digital platform, there is a balance associated with their account. To carry out transactions from this account, users must use their devices to facilitate the payment, making the transaction cumbersome and resulting in the creation of multiple accounts on multiple platforms, each with its own balance. Sometimes the balance is shown to the user, other times it's hidden, or even offset by spying on people and showing them intrusive ads. But that balance does exist. It has always existed. It is the cost to provide the service to the user. This is neither effective nor efficient. It is also why users have banks, to retain a single balance that can be used across multiple platforms. But banks and micropayments don't go together because, well, banks aren't the most efficient at very small transactions. Maybe that's where a peer-to-peer model could come in. To simplify the transactions, there is an argument to shift the facilitation of micropayments from user devices to servers, which sounds straightforward. However, this approach has an inherent flaw. It creates a volatile economy, fractious economy, resembling a resource-based one where different forms of currency exist among different communities or platforms. The currency of attention comes to mind as one example. Different platforms or websites having their own coins or tokens, resembling the Facebook bitcoins of currency, of attention, of time, of commodity, of data, or the Google bitcoins. And of course, this presents a substantial obstacle for users since it requires constant shattering of their productivity, as their minds are swayed by dopamine-inducing, attention-grabbing clickbait. The shuffling of this currency around these various platforms. So, what is the solution? The pioneering technology of Bitcoin offers an innovative solution to this complex problem. Simply put, every website needs to plug into one common medium of exchange. Gosh, almost like a universal currency or something. The one that every user has. The one that can be transacted peer-to-peer. Bitcoin. The user maintains the control of their funds, and every system ties into the user's account when a transaction is needed. However, the question arises, why can the transaction facilitator not exist on a server rather than on the user's device? Herein lies the brilliance of the Bitcoin model. It emphasizes that the centralization of transactions inevitably increases the cost of the transaction, thus removing the possibility for small casual transactions. In other words, micropayments. The only plausible solution is for the parties to facilitate their own transactions from their devices without having to register a balance on a centralized server or platform. It is imperative that parties have their own balances, maintaining transparency and avoiding the need for a central party to mediate transaction disputes. Moreover, the model proposes that it is most suited for transactions of minor monetary value, where the cost of dispute mediation exceeds the transaction's value entirely. Essentially, it creates an economy that leverages micropayments to conduct business and commerce. To implement this model successfully, a paradigm shift in application design is required. Instead of tracking and managing user accounts server-side, users should be allowed to self-authenticate via digital signatures, facilitate payments directly. The service provider merely has to receive and process the payment for services provided. In conclusion, the need of the hour is the implementation of a decentralized protocol for micropayments using blockchain technology. The unification of currency through a platform such as Bitcoin not only simplifies the transactions, but also fosters a sense of security and trust among users by decentralizing the process. The shift in approach can potentially steer us towards a thriving and efficient digital economy, a world where transactions are effortless and disruption becomes the norm rather than the exception. Together, let's embrace this change and pave the way for a future where technology serves the individual, not the other way around. I think that would be good. I think that would be very good.